Hello, stellar people, and today we will go over what my watercolor set is, and what my browns and my yellows. And I'll give a little demonstration or color samples on the colors, red and the yellows and browns. And it's gonna be a good time. This is just an experiment to see what the colors look like on paper. And I do this ever so often to remind myself what is possible, what colors I need to swap in, swap out, and just to have a good time or retrain myself in colors if I haven't been using them very often, or it's just training. So I hope you like this video, and let's get to it. I have my red groups, I have my purples, I have my blues, my greens, my browns, my yellows that transition into browns, and these are kind of specialty colors, kind of, sort of. So this one is Queen Cordon Gold. That's a beautiful color. I use it fairly a lot. It's fairly new, but I like this color. The pink, which is Rose Madder, that's a lovely shade of pink for like flesh tones. I have a Windsor Orange. I don't use this very often, an orange, but I do use it sometimes. Now yellows are the easiest to say. If you're going to do a layer and then go over with another layer, you would use a yellow. So yes, I have a Windsor yellow. I have a Indian yellow. This is my favorite yellow color because it has like a warmish tone, like a sunny tone. I like that one. And we transition into the browns. I have a raw Sienna. That's a nice color. I need to get more of that. And a yellow ochre. And those are good for like earth tones, sandy earth tones. And then as we transition more into the browns, a burnt sienna, which is like a nice warm brown, like clay. Magnesium. I don't use this one too much. I prefer like the burnt and some of the other ones, but I still have some. Sepia is another one I don't use a lot, but if you want like a charcoal-ish, I like this one. I like that. I need some raw umber. Raw umber is a very dark brown. I like that one. I need more of that. And my favorite, absolute favorite, is Van Dyke Brown. I wonder if I can get that. All right, so let's paint. So here we have my yellows transitioning into oranges. And first, this is Queen Cordon Gold. I'll type that because I don't. Yeah. Queen Cordon Gold, which is a new color. This is Windsor Yellow Deep, which is my base yellow. And now this is Indian Yellow for a warmer golden tone. And this is Windsor Orange. So those are the colors. So let's get to painting some samples. So for the samples, we shall do a base coat for the top and leave it at that, with the center being a wet into wet wash of each of the colors that I have here. And for the bottom, we shall do a 3-layer. We'll do 3 layers for the bottom so we can get so you can see what the color is layered. Because watercolor is about layering. I usually use 3 layers as my base layer before I wash a painting down and then go in with more layers. But in this demonstration, I will do 3 layers for the bottom squares, just so we can see what the colors, how rich the colors can get with 3 layers. So let's keep going. All right, now let's paint some browns. And so we have, we'll start with the lighter ones. We have yellow ochre, that's here. Raw sienna, that's this one. Now for this, I ran out of raw umber, burnt umber, raw umber. So I had to improvise, and we're going to use a combination of raw sienna, yellow ochre, and the sepia, and those are all here. So we're just going to improvise. We have burnt sienna, that's a nice reddish brown. I don't use this one so often, but it's magnesium brown. My favorite brown is Van Dyke. It's a very nice chocolate brown. Love it. Van Dyke and sepia. I also don't use this one, but we're gonna do it today. Okay. All right, so here I'm just stippling up the colors with some drops of water, and we'll go clockwise from lightest to darkest. For the top, we're going to do one wash or one layer, and the center will be a wash of wet into wet of all the browns to see what that looks like. And we'll move downwards, and the bottom squares we'll do 3 layers just so we can see how vibrant the colors can get with 3 layers. So let's go. All right, now those are my browns. We have the wheel on top, the colors layered on the bottom, and I hope you enjoyed it. So, have a good day, keep shining, and I'll see you next time.